Okay, so hello, welcome to Yoga with Dagny. I'm so happy you're here. Let's um, let's just begin by, of course, finding a little seat. So to find our seat, let's stretch our feet out and begin in Dandasana staff pose, which sometimes I like to place my hands by my hips and just press down to sit up straight and lift up my heart and chest, and then reach out through my heels. And already I'm like, ooh, my hamstrings are a little tight. And I just realized, wow, it's at the beginning of my practice sometimes not that easy to sit up straight. But by the end, will be much easier. So to find our first seat of the day, second seat actually, because we're in one now, we're going to take our right leg out to the side and place your right ankle beneath your left knee. And then take the opposite one and reach that ankle beneath that knee. And then find your sitting bones nice and even from side to side. And just sit up straight. And yes, take a breath. Take a breath to be here now. It's such a pleasure to have this opportunity to practice together, and I'm really happy you're here with me. So today's practice is going to be a practice that's going to open up all of our meridian channels in a very conscious way. The meridians are used in Chinese medicine, in acupuncture and shiatsu massage. And they emanate from your internal organs and go out to the limbs. And opening them up can help the organs, and it can also help us to find balance and health on the level of the mind, the body, and the spirit. So that's going to be our practice today, is just to consciously open up each channel. So let's just begin by centering ourselves, sitting up nice and straight and tall as you can, making a straight line between heaven and earth. So the crown of your head is just connected straight up to heaven. It's almost as if you're being lifted up there by a string, and you're practicing your yoga, which means to Ujjai, or join yourself to your higher power or the highest that you can imagine. Maybe it's love, maybe it's peace, maybe it's what you call God or spirit. But just joining yourself to that highest that you can imagine through the crown of your head. And then connecting down to the earth through your base, through your sitting bones, through your feet, through your thighs, moving down and pressing down. And then just making the channel of your spine, your central channel, as open as it can be. And your heart as open as it can be. Your chest lifted and open. And then just as we settle here, let's find our breath. So with yoga, we're often breathing in through the nose and out through the nose in a connected and steady way throughout our practice. This is called the Ujjai breath, or the breath of victory, because we're allowing our attention to stay with our breath. So as you inhale through your nose, you're filling up, you're filling your belly, you're expanding your rib cage, you're opening your chest cavity. And as you exhale, you're relaxing and landing in your body, in your posture, in this moment. So a couple of those breaths, inhaling, expanding your container of your body outward. And exhaling, relaxing into your posture, into your seat, into your beautiful body. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling, exhaling. And if your eyes are closed, just opening them. Let's inhale. Sweep your arms out and up. Exhale, coming into your alignment, into your center in this moment. 2 more of those. And another one. Good. And then just change the cross of your legs. We're going to begin with lung and large intestine channels. They run on the arm here. Lung goes from the pec down the lateral front of the arm out to the lateral thumb. And large intestine goes, if you turn your hand over, from this index finger up what would be the lateral if you were in the anatomical position. Up here, up through your deltoid to the top of the shoulder and to your nose. So we're going to be opening, if you squeeze the lateral aspect of your arm here, you can squeeze both sides. That's what we're opening, lung and large intestine. And lung and large intestine is the metal of us, and it has everything to do with our ability to take in what's new and fresh, and to be inspired, and to breathe, and to, come into the core of our being. And large intestine has everything to do with allowing us to get rid of what no longer serves us, to eliminate what no longer serves us. So we're going to make an L for lung and an L for large intestine. And we're going to take a deep breath in. And on the exhale, we're just going to take those L's out to the side. See that your index finger is pointing upward if you can, to heaven. So out to the side, but also slightly back and slightly down. And you'll probably feel the lines of energy running into that index finger and that thumb. So deep breaths there, lung and large intestine. Your ability to take in what's new, to let go of what no longer serves you. Big breaths in through the nose, out through the nose. Extend your arms out, down, and back. Deep breath in. And exhale, release that down. Good, we'll do that one more time. Lung, large intestine, big breath in. Exhale, out, down, and back. Press out, down, and back. Extend your spine up and reach your arms out, down, and back. Good, one more time. Release with an exhalation. Let go, inhale, exhale, out, down, and back. Good, and releasing now. And just coming here. For large intestine, one thing that you can do regularly, if your knees allow you, is to come into a squat. So sometimes it's hard to get your heels down. If it's hard to get your heels down, you could always put like a pillow or a blanket or something under your heels to raise them up as you squat. That can help. This is a great position. It puts the colon in position to release anything that's built up or stuck there in the large intestine, to eliminate from the body. It's nice to have your knees kind of a little bit wide if you can. in this position. You let your tail drop long, your heart lift up. And if this is impossible for you, do not fear, do not worry. If this feels good, you can stay here. But if this does not work for your knees, which for many of us it does not, an alternate to this for large intestine is to lie on your back and do what we've done in here a few times, which is just to hug your knees up to your chest, like so, and maybe rock from side to side. That always feels good for the large intestine. You know, if you're having your right knee in, like this, you're massaging your ascending colon, both knees up, going back and forth. You're massaging the transverse colon, which goes across, and then left knee up, going back and forth. You're massaging your descending colon, the way out. So always a good practice here too, knees to chest for large intestine. Good, and on your next exhalation, not rushing to get there, just roll onto your side and gently press up. And I'm going to teach you the traditional makaho for lung and large intestine. So coming right up to standing here. Okay, so you're going to take your hands behind your back. If you can learn this hand gesture, I'll show you close up. You're gonna point your index fingers and you're gonna take your thumbs and middle fingers like little clasps and clasp them around each other. Index point, thumb, and middles make a clasp. Ring and pinky are just tucked. So this is a strong clasp. You can do this. Index up, middles and thumbs make a clasp, pinkies and rings down. Or you can just decide you're going to clasp your thumbs like this. Either way is fine. But we're going to do this behind our back, like so. And then you're going to, your feet will be hip width apart. You're going to inhale and you're going to roll your shoulders down your back, pointing those index fingers down. Deep breath in. On the exhale, you're going to come forward with a long, straight spine. You can slightly bend your knees or even bend them deeply. As you come down, you're going to let your neck relax completely. And you're going to try to get these arms to go up toward the sky, index finger toward the sky. This might not work for you right away. You might be more like here, like, oh, but you're reaching through the index. You're breathing. You're doing the Ujjai breath into the lungs. Deep breaths. And your knees are soft and your head is loose, like a goose. And when you're ready to come up, you press into the feet. You inhale up, all the way up. And then you exhale, release those hands. Good. And then whatever way you clasped your hands the first time, you're going to change the clasp opposite. Same thing here. Inhale, roll the shoulders down the back, lift the heart, lift the chest. Exhale, come forward, long, straight spine. Arms up, head releases, knees soften. Big breaths into the lungs. Focus is on the breath here, taking in and letting go. Good, and then inhale, come on up. All the way up. Exhale, release. Whew, excellent. Lung and large intestine. Next, we're moving into stomach and spleen. These are our front channels. Spleen goes from the big toe up the inner leg, all the way up almost to the chest and ends here. Stomach begins beneath the pupil. It's going to come down to the jaw. It shoots up to the forehead, comes down where we swallow, comes down through the nipple line, comes down through the rectus abdominis, comes out the lateral thigh, the lateral front thigh, through the knees, through the shins to the lateral second toe. So stomach and spleen, good for our digestion, good to help relieve worry. It's our earth element. So we're gonna ground our feet into the earth. We're gonna stand up straight, connect to heaven. Press down through your right foot, lift your left one up. Just try to find your balance here. Earth is about our balance. Good. So from here, I'm gonna turn to the side so you can see. I'm just gonna come back. I'm gonna see if I can get hold of my ankle. Now, if balance is an issue, you can hold a wall here. So you're getting hold of that ankle. You might be holding onto a wall. You're gonna stand up straight. You're gonna lift your heart. You're gonna lift your chest. You're taking, I'll show you from the side, you're taking this heel toward the buttock, but you're standing up straight and tall, and hopefully you're gonna get a stretch through the thigh. Good, so one side, and then release that, and then grounding through your left. Find your balance, maybe hold the wall if you need it. Reach back for the ankle, runner stretch on this side. So chest is lifting, your knees are in alignment, heel to buttock, breath is full and deep. Stretching the quadricep muscles, which is where stomach and spleen are running through here. Good, and then releasing that. So to take this stretch a little deeper, we'll come down. Some people can come down and sit between their legs like this. So some people are like, no way, I cannot do that. So you could sit up on a yoga brick and try this. That is another way you can do this. Just coming into this position begins to open this channel. Now, if that's not possible, I'm going to show you from the side. You can do this one leg at a time. So one leg is coming back, one leg is coming forward, and you're going to just gently work on stretching here. One of the keys here is to keep the tailbone, the base of your spine, reaching towards your knees. Chest lifted and open. You just want to be feeling a stretch through here. Maybe that's very easy for you and you want to come down further, like so. Maybe you might find your way down even further, all the way to the ground. Now I'm really getting a stretch here. So breathing into this stretch at whatever level is working for you. If you're doing it one leg at a time, you're also going to change and do the other side. So knees are in alignment, they're not splaying out, they're together. You're gonna make your way down slowly at your own pace, breathing all along while. Are you beginning to get a stretch here in the quad? And taking your time. Now, if this is all well and good and easy for you, you can continue with what you're doing if it's just enough. But if it's too easy for you, you could do this together. So 2 legs at a time, sitting right between the feet, knees together, coming back. And again, tailbone is going to go long. Try and not get a big arch in your back. Maybe coming back on some pillows. Maybe you might come all the way back. Oh, that's a bit much for me today. You know, because I'm not that opened up. But working your way and breathing. This is good for digestion. It's also good for worry, overthinking, things like that. Coming on up as an inhalation, that's stomach spleen. Good. Next, we're going to stretch our heart and small intestine channels. So to do that, we're going to come into Badakanasana, bound angle pose here. We've done this one before. So with Badakanasana, the soles of your feet will come together. And we're just going to rock back and forth a minute from side to side. As we do that, I'm trying to move my sitting bones a little closer to my ankles. So I'm walking forward with my sitting bones a little bit. Then coming into stillness, I'm going to sit up nice and straight and strong. Deep breath in. I'm going to turn my hands. On my exhale, I'm going to come forward. And I'm going to think about the points of my elbows coming forward so that it begins to open through my armpits. That's where the heart meridian begins. So I'm breathing with each inhalation, I'm growing my spine longer. With each exhalation, I'm coming forward with the points of my elbow toward the top of my mat. Good, and you may feel the stretch on your inner thighs as well, where the extension of the heart meridian goes. Good, and then we're gonna inhale and we're gonna come on up. Good, and then we're gonna exhale and we're just gonna cross the legs. We're gonna do one more stretch for heart and small intestine. So let's inhale our arms up. On the exhale, drop your left hand to tickle between the shoulder blades and lift that elbow up and back. Other hand will come out to the side, thumb turns down toward the floor and back, all the way across the body. And then if you can, begin to creep this hand up toward the other fingers. Good, and lift the heart and lift the chest. This also stretches where heart and small intestine channels are in the arms. Through the tricep, and then inhaling up through the left arm, up through the right arm. Exhale, release. Second side, change the cross of the legs first. Arms out, roll them open, inhale them up, big breath. On the exhale, lift up, drop the hand to tickle between the shoulder blades, lift heart and chest. Opposite arm out. Thumb turns down and back. Deep breath in. Exhale, take it across the body. Wiggle the fingers across. And then creeping the hand up toward the opposite hand. Heart lifts. This is Gomukhasana arms to stretch the heart and the small intestine. So heart is about integration. It's about love. It's about our ability to be present and communicate. And our small intestine helps with the listening part of communication and assimilating our experience. So inhaling up the right arm, up the left arm, exhale down. That's heart, small intestine. Next, we're going to open bladder and kidney. So let's take the legs straight out. Just like we began our practice today, let's inhale and sweep the arms out and up. Big breath in. On the exhale, we're going to forward fold. Good. So just land your hands where they land. Inhale. With each inhalation, grow that spine again long. With each exhalation, surrender forward. Maybe you can reach your toes. So for bladder and kidney, anytime we're stretching our hamstrings, the back of our body, we're opening up these channels. These are our back channels. Bladder and kidney give us our will. Kidney gives us our will to survive, our will to go on. Bladder deals with our nervous system. Doing this stretch helps calm anxiety and fear. So inhale and come on up, and then take your heels out a little bit, heels out and toes in like this. And again, the toes are coming towards your nose a little bit. Inhale the arms out and up, big breath in. Exhale, forward fold again, trying to keep those legs straight. This time the toes point in, and this will go more directly on your kidney channel. So a couple of breaths. Inhale, lengthening your spine, growing long. Exhale, surrendering yourself forward any amount. Use the breath to deepen your practice. Feeling the stretch in the hamstrings and the inner back of the leg as well. And then inhaling to come up. Excellent. Bladder, kidney. So to come up to standing, we're just going to come and do a dog, which also is going to help us to open the back of the hamstrings. So on all fours, curl the toes under. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, lift your hips high. And then inhale and look up between the hands and slowly walk forward till your feet are beneath your knees and hang loosely for a moment. Good, and then press into the feet, inhale, reverse swan dive up to standing, big breath in. Good, and then exhale, release. And then just to get this same stretch from standing up, we'll just do that a couple times. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Exhale, swan dive forward. This time, keeping the legs straight but not locked. Inhale, hands on the shins, stretch the spine forward. Exhale, a full forward fold again. Press into the feet, lift your kneecaps up, lift your hip points up, straightening but not locking the legs, and then release your chest and head. Then pressing into the feet, inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up again. Exhale, hands to heart. Excellent. Next, we're coming to pericardium and triple heater. So first, this time we're gonna take our hands out to the sides. This is our heart protector, the part that protects our heart, and our triple heater, which is our thermal regulator of our body, gives us our homeostasis and balance. These channels are in the middle of the arms. Deep breath in. On the exhale, you're gonna just press straight out to your sides. Fingertips go straight up. And you're letting the pressing come from the center of your chest. You'll feel it going right through maybe the heads of the bicep, right through the center of the arms. Nice deep breath into there. Good. Deep breath in. On the exhale, take your left arm beneath your right and wrap and hug. Good. This helps stretch the triple heater meridian. Inhale, stretch the arms out again. Exhale, this time right beneath left, wrap and hug. Good. And release. Now taking that down to the floor for the second part of the stretch. Cross your left leg in front, and then arms out, and cross your left arm on top, and wrap. Good. And then we're just gonna inhale, we're gonna lift the knees up, and you're gonna see if you can plant your forearms as high as you can on the knees. Lift your chest, take a deep breath in. Keep those forearms glued, and on the exhale, let your knees go down to the earth and spread your arms so that you're getting a spreading through the shoulder blade area. Good, and just breathe there. It's just so nice. And then inhale to come up and release the arms. Oh, yes. Roll the shoulders out. Switch the cross of the legs. This time the right one is in front, arms out, deep breath in. Exhale, right arm on top, cross as high as you can, hug yourself. Reach between the shoulder blades. Inhale the knees up. Plant the forearms as close to the elbow as you can. Exhale, spread the knees toward the earth to spread the arms as you come forward, and just breathe. Lift the heart and chest. breathe into the heart center here. So breathe into your heart as you inhale, take in to your heart compassion, forgiveness, a sense of openness, and exhale any pain from your heart, from life's experiences, exhaling anything that no longer serves you. And when you're ready, inhale to come on up. Exhale, release those arms. Inhale the shoulders up to the ears. Exhale them down and back a couple of times. Good. So that was fire. The fire channels are heart, small intestine, pericardium, and triple heater. So what's left is our wood channels, which are liver and gallbladder. So we're gonna come into Upavista, where we spread the legs out like so, as wide as is comfortable for you. And then see if you can sit up straight. Good, so hopefully you'll be starting to get a little stretch here in the inner thigh where your liver channel runs. Allow your toes to float straight up to the ceiling if you can. Knees are straight up to the ceiling. Good, and then just creep your fingertips out in front of you. Take a big breath in. On the exhale, just come forward any amount. Good, heart stays open and lifted. Deep breath in. Exhale, creep forward any amount. Trying not to banana your back, but keep your heart moving across the room. Another cycle of breath, big inhalation. Exhale forward. Oh, good. This is good to release any frustration, any anger. Get our energy moving. And then inhale, come on up. Good. And now for the other part of the Makaho, we're going to take a big breath in. On the exhale, we're just going to roll our belly to the left. So turn, it's like a little twist to the left so that as much as possible, your belly button is going to go out over your left thigh. Then a big breath in. On the exhale, we're going to try to lay this right side of our body out over this right leg, slowly creeping down out over the leg. Good. And our heart is turning up toward the ceiling. We're lengthening the right side of our body out over our right leg. We're going to inhale the left arm up, big breath in. On the exhale, take it up and over for a stretch. If the toes can still be going straight up to heaven, the heels out in opposite directions, the heart upward toward heaven. Good. Big stretch, reach through the fingertips, and then inhale to come up. Exhale the belly back to center. Good. And then another big breath in. Exhale, roll the belly right. Belly button out over that right leg. Deep breath in, get tall. Exhale, this left side of the body out over that left extended leg. Creep your way down. Maybe your left elbow will go on the inner left knee as a little bit of a fulcrum. Inhale, lengthen that side of your body. Start to roll your heart up as you creep down. Taking that right arm up. Deep breath in. Exhale, take it up and over to deepen your stretch. Good. Continuing to roll heart upward to heaven. Toes up to heaven. Heels out in either direction. Stretching through the fingertips. Back of the neck is soft if it can be. And long. And your breath is flowing. There's no holding our breath in yoga. We are with our breath. We are present to it, knowing that it connects us to the moment. Inhale, come up. Exhale, belly back to the center. And one more time forward. Inhale, get tall. Exhale, forward. Good. And then just breathe, lengthening and surrendering with breath. Beautiful. Inhaling to come up. Exhale, take those legs in. One more little twist for liver and gallbladder, leading us into our final rest, Shavasana. So let's come onto the back. And let's just inhale our left knee in. And then use your right arm on an exhalation to guide it across the body. Left arm out to the side. Big breath in. Exhale, supine twist. Oh yeah, really opening up. The gallbladder channel goes all the way down the sides of the body. So we're just stretching all of this out. Good. Maybe turn to look out to the left with the neck. Let the belly soften and open with your beautiful breath. Good. And then we'll inhale back to the center. Exhale, release that leg down. Taking the opposite leg in. Big breath in. Exhale, guiding it over to the left. This time, right arm stretches out to counterbalance. Maybe gently turning the neck to the right if it feels okay to do that. Breathing into the side body, the hips, the shoulders, softening as you exhale into the moment. And when you're ready, inhale back up to the center. And exhale, release that leg. And then coming into our final resting pose, Shavasana. Legs mat width apart, arms by the side, palms open to receive heaven's grace. Begin to just let go. Maybe gently rock the head from side to side, coming to find the very center of the base of your skull. And once you've found that very center, just let the head become very heavy and release it completely. Let your eyes be closed and allow them just to sink back so that the eyeballs rest in their sockets. And just allow the eyes to turn downward like shades so that they gaze very gently at your heart. And let the eyelids be like soft sheets just covering the eyes. And the forehead is smooth and open. And the jaw is relaxed. And the shoulders release down into the arms. And the forearms release down into the hands. And the entire arms are heavy. And the upper back releases. And the lower back releases. And the hips release down into the legs, calves, feet, and toes. Allowing the entire legs to become heavy. And releasing the entire body with a sweet surrender. And just feeling the effects of opening your meridians. As you rest. And then when you're ready, you can gently bend the knees. And with an exhalation, gently roll to your right side. And with an inhalation, press up. Finding your seat once again. And taking your hands to your heart. Gently bow your head to your heart in gratitude and thank yourself for your practice. May you be happy. May you be at peace. May you shine like the sun. Namaste. Thank you. Until we meet again, namaste.